Hey, I'm Cindy from StampTheNightAway.com, and today we are going to be making this. It is from the A Little Smile stamp, which is this one from Stampin' Up, and we are also going to be using the A Little Foxy Designer Series paper stack. Today we'll also be using our Stampin' Write markers in colors Real Red, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Calypso Coral, Chocolate Chip, and Mossy Meadow. We'll also be using the basic black archival stamp pad. You also need a piece of smoky slate that measures 3 inches by 4 inches. A piece of the Little Foxy Designer Series paper pack cut down to 5 1/4 by 4 inches, which is a 1/4 inch shorter on each side from our card base, which is a piece of 8 1/2 and 11, cut in half and scored in half. So we are going to start with our stamping. Oh, I also forgot to mention you will need a scrap of Whisper White. We're going to move all of this out of the way. We're going to start with our basic black archival ink, and we're going to ink up our stamp. And with the archival one, it works better if you twist a little bit while you're inking up your stamp. I'm going to flip that over, just make sure we got it all nice and inked up. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Up grid paper here to help me line up my stamp on my piece of scrap Whisper White. We're just going to stamp down. Make sure we get even pressure all the way around. And then lift straight up. And there we go. And then off to the side I have my Stampin' Scrub. And I'm just going to clean that stamp off quick. Alright, and we're done with our basic black, so we can go ahead and put that away. Next, we're going to bring in our Stampin' Write markers, and we are going to do a little bit of coloring. So I got the Calypso Coral and the Real Red. We're just going to color in our flowers. It doesn't have to be perfect, it is homemade. I feel like having a red flower in the middle today. And we're just going to add a little bit of color. Next we're going to bring in our Calypso Coral and do the other 2 flowers in that color. And Calypso Coral is one of the background colors in the paper stack. Then we have our Daffodil Delight. We're going to do the center of our flowers in that. And we have our Garden Green for our leaves. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to do a little bit of our grass in the Garden Green as well. This just adds a little bit to the stamp. Stampin' Up also did just come out with watercolored pencils. I don't have those yet, but those would also work great for this card. Alright. And I'm going to come in with the Mossy Meadow and just add a little bit of shadowing to the grass. Okay. Then we have our chocolate chip marker, and we're going to go in and we're just going to color. And I didn't really worry about the lines on this one at all. You can also use the aqua painters or the blender pens. I just wanted to go with the markers this time. their little hands. And it does look a little dark, but I think it lightens up a little bit once the marker dries. And then we're going to come through and do his little spiky hair things on his back. And then the other one. I don't know why I usually kind of like doing the outlines first. For me, it makes it easier to stay in the big lines. We're just going to color away. Try not to color over his eye. And do this one's little spikes. I feel like I should name them, they're so cute. We're just going to come down and do the little poles that they're holding. And then the little tops. And then to add a little color to our banner, I'm going to come back in with the Calypso Coral. And just do the edges. You can use whatever colors you like. Color it in more, color it in less. It's all up to you. That is our stamping and coloring done. So now I'm going to come in with the Stampin' Trimmer. And I'm just going to line it up as best as I can and cut out our stamp. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. My stamp wasn't straight, so my lines probably won't be straight that I'm cutting. Cut a little bit of the edge off on that side. It's okay. Alright, I set our trimmer off to the side. And now we're going to start assembling. So we have our card base, and on that we are going to attach our designer series paper with some snail. Whoops. And we're going to put that on here. Let's try to center it. All right, and next we are going to attach our stamp to our smoky slate with some snail adhesive. And then we are going to bring in our Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm running a little low, so I'm going to use the edges of my last pack. We're just going to cut some of those off, and we are going to put those on the back of here. Right. Peel the backings off. Put that on our card. I liked having the big border on this one and really showcasing that designer series paper. And that is our card done. I hope you like it. This is my first YouTube video, so let me know what you like, what you didn't like, give me some pointers, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.